So today it's Wednesday, it's a lovely sunny day, and I suggested a run in to see him. For a walk along the beachfront and just look at the colour of the sky. It's after yesterday not being able to see hardly even the boat in front of us, and the sea looks so calm and inviting. Cold. Right, we're just coming up to Seaham Harbour, and when I said it was nice and calm, I'm wrong. The waves are crashing over the seawall.
So as Janet said, it was nice and calm.
This is my nice calm sea.
Yeah, we've got northeasterly blowing at the minute, so it's whipping it up, and it's cold. We're expecting snow again later today. Seaham is one of the many coal mining little towns along the Durham coastline. There's quite a nice museum dedicated to it down in the harbour. So many of the coal mines went out under the North Sea from this area, and that's why we get a lot of sea coal coming up. The War Memorial in Seaham is a metal sculpture of Tommy. And all the way across the front are these seats, all individually made, all different. Some really nice bits of metalwork on them on the backs. That's down to the working harbour at Seaham. It's only a small harbour, but it is quite busy working harbour. You can see snow, sand and sea on the beach.
Keeping the heads warm. A little mod we made is to put a vent into the heads. Now I'm employing Formula 1 technology because we've teed this off from the main feed in the saloon. So to stop us losing heat in the saloon, it's taped off, but when we want heat in here, I just untape it. And that's what the Formula 1 teams do on their brake ducts.
Now, something I worked on about 3, maybe 4 years ago now, was some Bluetooth headsets. The idea got stolen, I think, from me, but I've just been updating. So that's a set I've just modified using an updated set of headphones which I ripped apart and put some Bluetooth communications on. And they're motorcycle communication headsets, just to allow us to speak. Some that I did at the very beginning, and they're a bit cronky. They were just all stuck together, and so now it's time to upgrade to the new style. Now I've no idea how these are going to come apart. They look very similar to the ones I did myself. Now they were again Bluetooth headphones, but I'd had them a while and I didn't like them as Bluetooth headphones. These look very similar, not quite the same. I'll just start pulling away and tugging and seeing how they come apart.
taking 4 screws out, and the only screws I can see on it. They just take these little side panels out. That enables me the wire between the 2 runs up and around underneath that. This should be just self-adhesive. Just tease it away. Yeah, it is. It's just taped in. So on the pair that I had, the wire was just taped and stuck on there. On this, it looks like it's in a channel the other side of the piece of plastic, so what I'll have to do is just cut down there just to release that wire, because I need to reuse that. There we go, just cut through. I could have just cut the wire, but I needed to put the new one, bury that inside that channel, so may as well just cut that, and I didn't really want to start cutting too much back. I think I will, because I'll not get them separated. So the earphone bits are just clipped into place, but they're a little bit tight, so they just need to be teased down. There we are. That out. That on. I'll have to. I'm going to end up having to cut this wire. But I need to take this out of here as well. So there we are, that's one side taken off completely. You just have to do the same on the other. Now this side has a little bit more to it because it's got the actual circuit board and the battery in it. That's not good. These are brand new, but that battery has blown, so that wouldn't have been very good. But I'm not bothered because it's not going to be used. So we've just got to take these old speakers out. And again, it's just a case of digging around to try to get them to come out. And there we go, that's the guts of the Bluetooth units out. The speakers took a little bit of breaking out, but because they were glued in. So in my case, a little bit of disassembly. I've got to disassemble what I put together previously on this set. Well, most of it is either tie wrapped or velcroed on, so that's the unit itself. That way, and I'll just have to cut all this lot away and open this up to get into the speaker and the microphone. So we'll come back a bit later. Okay, so that didn't take long. So it was all just stuck together with bits of tie wrap and a bit of glue and velcro. So the bits that we need, and where I didn't want to cut any wiring, are the 2 earphones, the microphone and the connection, and then to the headset itself. So now it's a case of laying these out how we want them. I will have some holes to drill in these to let the wires out and back in, so come back when we're ready for that. One thing I have to work out is where I'm going to put the microphone. Now on my set I've got the microphone on the right hand side, so I think I'll carry on with that, and that means that the speaker goes in there and the microphone will come out of the bottom. So that means I will have a hole to drill there and then cut a little slot to do that. So I'll go away and sort that out. Okay, so I've now drilled and slotted there, put some holes in for the cabling to come out. So what we need to do now is glue these pieces in. Just use some hot glue. hold before we then make sure it's clear of every part. It's got a bit windy and a bit blowy while we're moving around a bit. So this bit's the tricky bit because we've got to line everything up to snap it all back together. So I might have to use a little bit of glue to help us. That's gone in quite nice. But I've got to put the cushions on. So a slight error. I should have put the cushioning on. So there we are, redone it with put the cushion on first, and so that's the right hand side done. So now what we need to do is do exactly the same on the left hand side before then passing the transfer wire through the headband and closing everything up, and then we can glue this piece in place. So that's it, Bluetooth unit glued in, cabling in across the band, the headband back in position, cable comes back into there, so we've got speakers on both sides and we've got the microphone in position. So that's it, nice neat little unit.
So there we are, finished. Neat unit on Janet, and yeah, they're not moving. The other ones used to slide and flop off. So we use those headsets when we're anchoring or coming into moor up in harder conditions. It's not necessary for normal conditions, it just helps with clear communications.